What's up, guys? You knew this deck profile was going to happen eventually, and because I have not posted any deck profile for a while, you guys knew I was picking this up at Max Rarity. I've told you guys in the past that like Blackwargreymon has been my favorite Digimon since I was a kid, so for the fact that this deck is as good as it is, it makes me insanely happy. I know they're going to hit something in this deck, either between BT11 and BT12, or they'll hit it between BT12 and BT13, somewhere along the lines. Cool Boy's probably going to get banned and slow the deck down, which I'm okay with because I've already got a plan for what I'm switching out here. They may hit Greymon X. Like, I don't know what they're going to hit, but obviously they're going to hit something when this deck is really as good as it is. So I'm going to get my use out of it now, and then when the deck finally just dies off, I'm probably going to frame it because the deck is gorgeous. So we're going to start with the babies. Now, there's two ways you can play the babies. You can play it with 4 of these Koromon, which are the BT8 Koromon, and 1 of the BT5 Koromon, or you can play it as 4 of the BT5 Koromon and 1 of the BT8 Koromon. So that is completely up to you. In personally, like where we are in the format right now, I truly think playing it to 4 of the BT8 and 1 of the BT5 is honestly overall better. Truthfully, I think that is the better play right now because you want your Gaiomons, you want your Blackwargreymon X's to be bigger than anything in the format right now, and so the draw isn't as relevant as the plus 1000. So this is where I think the deck is going to play now. Now, next format, going into BT12, I'm pretty sure this is where I'm going to play it, because you have so much support from the new Tai, the new Agumon, and the new Greymon and Metal Greymon. I think that the draw is going to be really good, and you don't need that plus 1000 just as bad. So I think this is what's going to happen next format for BT12. But either way, I had to show these off because I spent money on them. Let's go ahead and get into the level 3s. We are playing 4 of the Promo Agu for the boost. Again, you want your dudes to be huge during your turn. We're playing 4 of the BT5 Agu. And as you can see, this is the red base now. If you guys want me to put together a black base, I absolutely can. I've had ideas for that. I just do not think it is as consistent as, say, the red base. Truthfully, I don't think it is. And then, so this is your searcher, like big searcher, and then we're playing 4 of the Agu X antibody. I love this card to death. 1, I love its art with the Wargreymon on the back, Wargreymon X in the background. 2, being able to search a Greymon name and the X antibody option off of his Evo, plus the 1 draw from his Evo, is just absolutely fantastic. Level 4s, 2 of the BT5 Greymon. No, I am not going to spend the kind of cash. Obviously, I spent it on the BT5 Koromon. I'm not going to do that on the Greymons. Those things are absolutely nuts. Just no. Plus, I really like this art. This is cost reduction, so you can speed up to your level 5s and your level 6s even faster. And he gives the plus 2k on your turn as his source, which I think is really good. Then we are going to be playing 4 of the Blocker Greymon. Now, you absolutely can play the deck to where... sorry, guys, I haven't done this video thing in a long time. My brain just stopped working. My entire house has been sick, so my brain's just... you can absolutely play it where 2 of these become the security attack and play this a more aggressive build. I really like playing the control aspect of the deck, truthfully. I think the control version is really fun. I have loved control decks in previous card games, and I really want to play the control aspect into this card game, personally. So that makes me really happy that I get to do that. 4 of the Greymon X. Now, this card is honestly just kind of insane. I am fairly certain that if a card gets hit outside of Cool Boy to slow this deck down, it's going to be Greymon X. I don't think they're going to touch Metal Greymon X. I don't think they're going to touch Yuya. I don't think they're going to touch, like, Hades Force. Yes, Hades Force is absolutely fantastic, but, like, without being able to speed into your higher levels, with things like this and his protection, I do not think the deck is as good. Do I think the deck could play very well? Yes. Because you could just, if they limit it to 1, you can play 3 of the original X antibody one and still get the effect protection. You just do not get the cost reduction that you do with this card. So, do I think the deck will be playable with one of these No Cool Boy as of BT12? Yes, very playable. And I can, once that happens, if that happens, I'll absolutely be posting a deck profile because I'm still going to love the deck at that point. But I do not think it's going to be as aggressive and as prevalent. If you guys take a peek at the Japanese meta, once BT12 hit, this deck was still really, really good, but it was nowhere near as relevant and as, like, just absolutely cracked, even with the exact same deck list, as it was for BT11. So new things came out, still made it really good, but, like, other decks became really good to slow it down. So I could see this deck going multiple different ways of what they could do to kind of slow it or just leave it. I don't know, man. It's one of those hard to, like, figure out fully what Bandai wants to do. 4 of the BT8 Metal Greymon. This card's still really good. De-Evo, deleting something. Plus, you can attack unsuspended. Like, this card's still really, really good. Then we have 3 of the Metal Greymon X. Ignore the one non-stamped one. It's in the mail. I just wanted to get the deck profile out quickly. It's literally coming tomorrow on tracking. But this card's really insane because when your dude unsuspends, because both your Gaiomon and your Blackwargreymon X, they both have reboot. So during your opponent's turn, after you've already checked their security, it's going to reboot, then you're removing another security off of it automatically. He also makes it to where your dude's immune to De-Evo, cannot be DP reduced, and, like, you get to delete something with 6k or DP or lower for 1 cost. Like, this card's kind of cracked. I don't think stuff like this is what they're going to touch. They're going to touch, like, the fuel to the fire, because those are just, like, the fire. Then our level 6s, we're only playing 6 level 6s. I've been doing a ton of testing, and honestly, I don't even play the base level Blackwargreymon anymore. The card is great. I love the art on my Blackwargreymon. I'm still going to be sitting on those in my binder. Like, I'm not going to get rid of my max rare Blackwargreymons because I love it. But, like, in testing for consistency, he's just not as good when you want to Evo into these, even though, yes, the reduced cost would be great. Overall, you're still paying 6 to Evo, or you can swing with your Metal Greymon X with an X antibody under it, swing into this with, like, 15, 17, 19k, whatever, depending on what's your stack underneath. Pass turn after checking, reboot, delete. Then you have, depending on your stack, blocker plus forcing it to attack into him. Like, this card's insane. Then we're playing 3 Gaiomon. Yet again, our cracked out cards. De-Evo plus security attack plus 1 plus reboot and blitz. So, depending on your stack, you can Evo here, check 2 for probably 15, 17, 19k. Again, it's all depending on your stacks. Then you're going to reboot during your opponent's turn, pass, checking a 3rd security, and then putting just that much more pressure on your opponent. And then more than likely, depending on your stack, you have blocker plus X antibody protection with your Greymon X. Plus, I mean, like, the stack just goes on and on. Like, the deck is really nuts. Our last 2 Digimon are 2 Omnimon X. Yet again, these cards are just insane. He Evos for 5, and he Evos for 6. But either way, this, when attacking, deletes. He has basically forced blocker as well by deleting, just removing materials. And with how big stacks get in this, like, you have 9 and 10 materials underneath it. You basically have, like, 8 protections worth of blocker or 5 protections worth of blocker. Then this one is just going to automatically delete your opponent's, like, Digimon, as well as, like, checking their security, removing an option from it, like... These are some of the best level 7s in the game right now. They're just really insane what they do. So playing them both in one deck just makes them that much better. For my tamers, I am playing 3 Yuya in testing. I don't know if it's my luck or just whatever. When I tried to play 2, I wasn't seeing them, so I wanted to see them more. So I'm playing 3. That may change next format, but I really do like 3 in the deck, because then they end up in security. I can suspend both, force my Digimon up to by 4K, or whatever. I mean, there's so many more if it's in security, like the things it can do. 3 of the needing to be banned card. The fact that he is only a 2 cost with like a 4 or 5 cost tamer effect is just absolutely insane. This card needs to go. Digimon Bandai talks about unhealthy game states. Like, I had 25 cards in my hand when playing Cool Boy in testing against Purple recently, and that was only off of having 2 Cool Boy on table, starting by like turn 2. So this card needs to go. It needs to go. As somebody who loves this deck and loves what this card can do, this card needs to go now. 3 X Antibody, ignore the fact that they're only commons. I waited on picking up pre-release ones, because when I saw that the alt arts come out of the Beelzemon deck, I just said I'll just play the uncommon ones and not care. Then I have 2 Hades Force, 2 Red Memory Boost. Hades Force is absolutely insane, but again, like I said earlier, you need the fuel for the fire, and getting the fuel there is what makes Hades Force as good as it is. And then 2 Red Memory Boost is still really good, being in security, being able to gain the 2, or just play it, searching what you need. All of the above is just really, really good. So that is the deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below, what changes you guys have made, or what version you guys are playing. This is kind of what I'm going to be playing for the rest of the format. I am really enjoying it. It's very control heavy, very fun. Again, I truthfully think there's some things in the deck that need to go away as a player of the deck, but otherwise I'm just really enjoying the deck, and I can't wait for more in BT12. So again, let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to that sub button, and I will catch you guys later. Peace, guys.